We're
Welcome, welcome,
alive.
welcome. Yes,
Yay.
welcome, beautiful souls.
Happy
Welcome, welcome,
Sunday.
welcome to the CFP podcast, where we are talking about topics that address our courage, worthiness, and being certain about it all. And if you're here, it's because you're an empath, a healer, a creative, and your heart is bigger than your bank account sometimes. Today, we're going to dive into a conversation that most people skip over during wealth building, a truth that nobody is talking about. You can embody millionaire energy if your nervous system does not feel, I'm sorry, you cannot embody millionaire energy if your nervous system does not feel emotionally safe.
Yeah.
So let's just take a slow breath with me. Inhale. We're going to inhale safety and we're going to exhale survival.
Mm.
How are you doing, lovely Lauren?
Girl, try not to be in survival mode.
Yeah, I've been feeling a lot of survival
Yeah.
energy.
Oh, it's gross. I'm trying to shed it. I wake up every day and I'm just trying to find the balance that, like in the conversation we were just having, of being optimistic and grateful and positive and also dealing with
Yeah,
the
yeah,
yucks of life. Um, yeah, which include like some emotional stuff, some financial stuff, some
love
world
stuff.
love stuff, world stuff, all of it, all of it. And how are you?
You know, probably the same. We have these great conversations all the time, and audience, you will be privy to some of these too. We're going to talk about the yucks, and oftentimes with those yucks, we just want to put it on the back burner. Not address it, not wanting to breathe life into it. But often we just have to, acknowledge the yuck, so the yuck has an opportunity to be acknowledged and leave, be transformed. And so over the next several episodes, we will be talking about that. And before I go any further, I want to really ask all of you that are listening live, welcome, listening to the replay. Please like, subscribe, and share this content. Share
Yes.
it with other like-minded souls, especially if you listen to this a lot. It's really important for us that we look good in the algorithms, in these social media algorithms. So it'd be a personal favor to me if you could just like, subscribe, and share this content. We really want it to go viral.
Me
There's
too.
so much ugly in the world right now, and that's gone viral. So let's have things about peace and love and empowerment go viral. Thank you.
Yes, yes,
Yes.
yes, yes to all of that. And back to the conversation at hand. Let's think about it. If you grew up in a chaotic home, if you were the helper, the peacekeeper, the performer, your body learned early on that emotional safety wasn't guaranteed. And here's the truth that a lot of wealth books won't say: survival mode creates overspending, overworking, overgiving. Freeze mode creates procrastination, perfectionism, avoidance, and then fawn mode creates chronic undercharging. So you're not taking care of yourself and attracting draining clients. Ooh, ew. Those are yucks too.
Mm-mm.
So many clients say, I want wealth, but it feels far, far away. And then we ask, does your nervous system feel safe receiving? And what does your nervous system often say, Dr. Gigi?
She's scared. My inner child, is scared most of the time, and how do I look? How am I feeling? Am I a good girl? Am I doing the right thing? And if something's bad happening, is it my fault? Or how is it my fault? What did I do
Mhm.
to create this? All that.
Yeah, there's that yuck that we
Yuck.
don't want to put a name to. We want the money, we pray for the money, we visualize the money, but if our bodies don't believe that we're worthy of it or that it's truly going to come, we'll end up sabotaging it or blocking it somehow. So, a lot of things that we want, they're waiting for us to be in alignment so that we can receive it.
Absolutely, absolutely. So let's go a little bit deeper. A lot of our money patterns, come from our earliest emotional teacher, a parent. I used to just say it's always the mother because it usually is. Usually the mom is taking care of the kid, but it could be a father too. It could be any type of caregiver. And if you had an emotionally unavailable parent, you learned my needs do not matter. And you learn that from an early age. It's like foundational, especially from 0 to 7. If you had a critical parent, you learned I have to earn love. I must be perfect. I've got to do things the right way. I've got to watch this person and know their behavior so well that I can people please, this person, to
Mm.
get what I need. If you had an overbearing parent, you learned I can't trust my own decisions. I got to do what they say. And those childhood beliefs turn into um, very adult financial patterns, like you mentioned these earlier, undercharging, attracting clients that are not your ideal client, clients that want to change their mind all the time and don't want to pay, clients that want to pay the bottom amount. It might also show up as fear of visibility, difficult receiving, working twice as hard, over delivering, giving, giving, giving. It could look like attracting takers, people that like doing things for free. It could look like feeling unsafe to speak your truth. It could also, and it often looks like, feeling unworthy of the overflow.
And so many of us, we didn't even know that that was a thing and that we were still trying to earn love, approval, or feel worthy through our businesses, our jobs, and our money choices. Looking for safety and security there, courage, worthiness, certainty in those areas. Yeah.
Exactly. Exactly. And so those, and also you have to look at your view of wealthy people. We're running a 28-day tapping into prosperity program right now. We're beta testing this program. And as I'm going through it along with, some other beta testers. But I uncovered a view I had about wealth I really didn't know I had to the intensity that I had it. And that was wealthy people are cruel, they're ruthless, and they're nasty. And so
Oh, yeah.
why would I, my good girl side especially, want to be anything like that? But the truth of the matter is, and I've been tapping into it, is that anybody, wealthy, poor, middle class, can be cruel, ruthless, and nasty too. It's not just a function of wealth. It's not a function of ethnicity or gender. Anybody, it's an equal opportunity offender. And so I've had to really have my consciousness open, but more importantly, my subconscious, that part of the body that's really making shit happen.
Yeah.
and be like, hey, girl, we need to course correct here because that's not true about all wealthy people or even all people.
I've shared that view, especially now in this time where we're in a world of billionaires and we're moving into trillionaires. I had a conversation with somebody. They were like, "Well, how much money would you want?" And I was like, $5 billion. And I said it confidently. And they're like, "Well, isn't that being greedy?" And I'm like, "Why? People wake up every day rich or thinking they deserve to be rich, and they're assholes."
Yes.
Like, and my version of being rich or wealthy, I would not be an asshole. I would be generous. I would be kind. I would be smart with my wealth in
Mhm.
a way that didn't reflect like these narcissistic billionaires that exist in our world.
Yeah, yeah. And the truth is, not all billionaires are that way. But right
No.
now, we're seeing it. We're seeing,
Yeah.
it looks like it appears to be that way, but I don't think all of them are that way.
And I agree with you, but that's what is put front, and then it
Yes.
like reaches, like you said, the subconscious, and then we go, well, I don't want to be an asshole, although we can be assholes whenever we want to be. But I don't want to be an asshole, therefore I don't want to be a billionaire.
Yes. Yeah.
And I'm like, no, they don't go hand in hand, like you were saying. And those beliefs like somehow get planted, and then they just take hold, and here we are. And for the audience, what beliefs do you have around wealth or people who are wealthy or money and all of these, what that we've talked about so far has resonated with you, and what are your thoughts and feelings around that? We'd love for you to share in the comments, like what, and I don't want to call them crazy, but what beliefs did you make true in your mind or were taught to you to be true
Mhm.
that you are now trying to undo?
Yeah. Yeah, we'd love to hear from you. For those on live right now, we'll get back to your comments. Sometimes it's difficult to see your comments in real time, but afterward we're able to respond. So please let us know, your truth. And so sometimes our truth looks dark, it looks ugly, it looks nasty. Share your truth because sometimes these feelings they just want to be acknowledged.
And when we release them, it makes room to replace them, which
Yes.
is what I would like to do right now is invite everyone to anchor something new. So repeat after me out loud or in your heart. I release the belief that love must be earned.
I release the belief that love must be earned.
I release the belief that love must be earned.
I release the belief that love must be earned.
Feel that soften in your chest. Feel your shoulders relax. We're going to create a doorway for emotional safety. Anytime you feel that you're in performance mode or that you're unworthy, just check in with yourself and tell yourself, I release the belief that love must be earned.
Oh, wow. Thank you. Thank you. I really appreciate that. Yeah, that really helped me to, soften. I could
Mhm.
feel my shoulders, relax. They weren't all up here. And I could just recognize that to be true. Because often I have felt I had to do things. I had to um, earn my worth, earn my love, earn my money. I couldn't just allow and receive.
Ooh,
Yeah, yeah.
yeah, yeah. I felt that when you said that because I have. gone my whole life believing that everything worth having, everything that I desire, I have to sacrifice and I have to work doubly hard for and earn. And that has created a life in which I am tired
Mm.
because
And we
it's,
talked about that earlier, being
yeah,
tired.
yeah, I am tired. I'm like, fuck it. I don't want it anymore because, like, doing all this work, it has just exhausted me to the point. And I do want it, but like not at the detriment or cost of me being mentally, emotionally, physically exhausted all the time. Like I do want to be an entrepreneur, but not at the the expense of having to do everything all by myself all the time and just breaking even.
Yeah, we don't have to do that.
Uh-huh.
We don't have to do that.
Mm-hmm.
I talk about some of these self-protection patterns in my book, Boundary Badass, and it's free for download. Just click on the link below.
Yay.
We talk about these ideas that, we don't have to overfunction. We don't have to be the perfect one, always doing the right thing, always showing up. We don't have to overgive, by being helpful to everybody, but really ourselves. We don't have to overabsorb, feel what everybody else feels. We don't have to do that. But we got these patterns because they protected us as children. But as adults, they block our wealth, they block our love, they block our happiness, they block our boundaries, our visibility, and our ease. And we don't need that anymore. We ain't got time for that.
No time. Absolutely none. And we really don't realize that these childhood survival tragedy, not tragedies, well, is that a Freudian slip? These childhood strategies of survival transfer into our adulthood. That's why a lot of times wealth doesn't feel safe, not because we're not capable of having it or receiving it, but because we've been protecting ourselves our whole lives. And I can think about some of the things that I observed or heard throughout my childhood, not just from parent, but also just from family members around money. Those things, like if they say it, it must be true. Or, like I just had to realize like I have operated in these beliefs so long that they have become my reality.
Yeah, and that's what happens. Our beliefs
Yeah,
become our reality. If you want to know how you're believing, folks out there, look to see what's going on in your life. Are you
yeah.
sick? Are you in a relationship that's not fulfilling you? Are you making the money that you want? If that's just a reflection of your belief system, coming to pass. But you can change that. You can change that just like that. And next week and the next couple of weeks, lovely Lauren and I are going to have some conversations about really, feeling the feels and, really understanding trying to understand what's going on, in our subconscious, and learning how to tap in and talk to our subconscious. As a matter of fact, we're going to do that now. We're going to do a 2 round EFT session, and EFT, emotional freedom techniques. I like to think of it as a software update for your brain, and we're really reprogramming the subconscious. Now this 2 round tapping session, it'll likely change your energy, and the more you do it, it'll change the trajectory of your path. But if you want to dive deep and really make some fundamental change, call me. We can do a deep dive, a longer tapping session to really address, those subconscious beliefs. Often those beliefs you don't even want to talk about, but it's important to address because, like Lauren said, by acknowledging them, we have an opportunity we have an opportunity to release it, acknowledge it and then release it. And then after we do the tapping, we're going to have a wonderful empowerment script from lovely Lauren. So the first round of this tapping is about releasing survival mode. So do what I do, say what I say. Karate chop point. Even though I learned to love, even though I learned that love had to be earned,
Even though I learned that love had to be earned,
even though emotional safety was not my childhood norm,
even though I learned that emotional safety was my childhood norm,
even though emotional safety
even though emotional safety
was not my childhood norm,
was not my childhood norm, thank you.
even though my body still remembers fear,
Even though my body still remembers fear,
I deeply and completely love and accept myself.
I deeply and completely love and accept myself.
Let's take a breath on that. Inhaling through the nose, exhaling through the mouth with an audible sigh. Oh, eyebrow point. This old survival pattern,
This old survival pattern,
side of eye. All this tension around money,
all this tension around money,
under eye. I've been performing for love,
I've been performing for love.
under nose. I release old stories,
I release old stories.
under mouth. Survival mode is not my truth now.
Survival mode is not my truth now.
Collarbone. I soften in my body.
I soften in my body.
3 inches below the armpit. I release resistance and blockages.
I release resistance and blockages.
Top of head. I allow emotional safety in.
I allow emotional safety in.
Excellent. Release the tapping. And now we're going to inhale through the nose and we're going to exhale with a hum. Um, mm, 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 mm. Excellent. We're going to release the hum. You can always hum, take a deep breath, and that will just kind of soften and calm your nervous system like that. And now we're going to receive and relax into wealth. Karate chop point. Even though receiving feels new,
Even though receiving feels new,
even though wealth feels unfamiliar,
even though wealth feels unfamiliar,
I allow myself to feel safe receiving overflow.
I allow myself to feel safe receiving overflow.
Eyebrow, it's safe to be supported.
It is safe to be supported.
Side of eye, it's safe to receive more.
It's safe to receive more.
Under eye, wealth is a calm space now.
Wealth is a calm space now.
Under nose, I deserve overflow.
I deserve overflow.
I'm worthy of overflow.
I am worthy of overflow.
Under mouth, I breathe in ease.
I breathe in ease.
Collarbone, I let go of resistance.
I let go of resistance.
3 inches below the armpit, it's safe to be paid well.
It is safe to be paid very well.
It's safe to have the right clients.
It's safe to have the right clients.
Top of head, I choose emotional safety first.
I choose emotional safety first.
Release the tapping. We're going to take a deep inhale through our nose, visualizing white, peaceful light, exhaling through the mouth with an audible sigh, everything that is not peace and love. Oh. Now just close your eyes as we listen to Lauren's empowerment meditation.
Mm. Thank you, Dr. Geely. Dr. Gigi. We're going to break free from negative thought loops. We're going to cancel those thoughts. Take a breath with me. right here, right now. Let your body arrive. It is safe, it is supported. Because this is the moment where old thought loops lose their power. Let those hoes go. Let it go. And I want to speak directly to the part of you that's been carrying way too much. The part that replays every mistake, every memory, every moment you wish had gone differently. That part that whispers, what if I'm not enough? What if I'm not worthy? What if I'm not capable? The part that learned early on that love, approval, and safety were conditions you had to earn. I see you. I am you. I want you to hear this clearly. You are not required to think the same painful thoughts you inherited. You get to cancel them. You get to choose something new, and you get to set yourself free. Those loops you're stuck in, they're no longer serving. They were survival strategies, echoes of childhood. They were never yours to carry, and it's your nervous system that is doing everything it could to keep you safe. But today, right now, you have permission to shift. Place your hand on your heart for a moment. Feel that rhythm. That's you. That's your power. That's your truth. That's evidence that you are here, that you are alive. You're still growing. And that means that you're still capable of rewriting every single pattern and story that you were taught. Say this with me. I am not my old thoughts.
I am not my old thoughts.
I am not my past.
I am not my past.
I am allowed to think a new thought.
I'm allowed to think a new thought.
I choose peace.
I choose peace.
I choose emotional safety.
I choose emotional safety.
I choose me.
I choose me.
Now feel how your body responds. Are you softening? Do you feel warm? This is a sense of coming home to yourself. That's you stepping into certainty, stepping into safety. That is you breaking the loop. That is you canceling the thoughts and choosing truth instead. And the truth is, you are worthy of ease. You are worthy of overflow. And you are worthy of thoughts that feel like freedom. So when that old spiral tries to pull you back, tell yourself, I cancel that thought. I'm choosing something better now. Your mind listens, your body remembers, and your future expands with every choice you make in your own favor. So I want to affirm for you right now, you are safe, you are growing now, and you are becoming the version of yourself that you always deserve to be. Ashe.
Shay. Wow, that was beautiful, Lauren. I felt, it was interesting. As you were talking, I felt this pain really in my right hip, and I could feel it was burning. And then you had said something, and it just went away. It was like that was beautiful.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you.
thank you, thank you.
I'm really grateful for these Sunday conversations, and I hope that they encourage and reach the people who do find our podcast. Like we hope that you get some joy and good reminders of who you are and what you're capable of. And um, please let us know. Please let us know. We'd love to
Yeah.
hear. Are you being supported? Are you feeling served? Are you feeling connected to what we're discussing?
Yeah. Yeah. And if there's any topics that you'd like us to address, let us know. Let us know in the comments. We're going to share some ways to dive deeper with us in just a moment. You could text us, you could call us. All of our information will be in the link below. So, lovely Lauren, how can people dive deeper with you?
They are able to find me on my landing page, behaviorcollective.net. And it's just a page where you can learn a little more about me and my offerings, which include sound healing, card readings, and empowerment coaching. I'm here to support you in diving deeper into what area of your life you're wanting to see some growth and expansion, and just offering you a safe and peaceful place to do that. So please reach out at behaviorcollective.net. There's an area at the bottom of my page where you can include your information, and I can get in touch with you.
Yes. Are you
Uh,
able to see my screen?
yes,
Okay, excellent.
thank you. I also would encourage you to come find both Dr. Gigi and I at our goddess events. We have been doing a goddess series. We are coming up on our third one. And this is a time where we get together for about 90 minutes with other goddesses to just reflect on stories of the goddesses that we discussed, their their possible tragedies and how they came up and persevered through those things, and just what they stand for and what they embody within being a goddess. And it's really a great group of women that have been joining us. We are doing sound healings, meditation, discussion, and we would love for you to join us next Saturday at 10 a.m. Ticket information is there. It's also been posted on Facebook and Instagram as well.
Yeah, yeah. And this Saturday we're going to be focusing on Goddess Bridget.
Oh, she's my favorite.
She's your
Uh,
favorite. Why is she your
she
favorite?
she is someone, before I even knew who she was, I had been drawn to the name Bridget. And then I did some diving and learned about who she was. And I had the opportunity to go to Ireland and learn more about her during my trip there. And I just really, she embodies nature and femininity and family. And she also is the goddess of fire. And I'm a
I,
Leo. I'm a fire sign. I dig it. I just relate to her
yeah.
in a lot of ways. And I am excited to share that with this group of women. So if this is something you're interested in, please join us. It's worth your time. And we hope to see you there.
Yes, yes. Yeah, and so if you're looking to embody more creativity, healing, and renewal, this is the place for you. It's limited. There's only 10 spots, and we've got some tickets already sold, but click on the link below to register and get your spot. It's only $55, but it's a great way to start your morning. So come join us this Saturday, 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time in Rockland.
Yes. And Dr. Gigi, how can our audience get in touch with you directly? And what are your offerings?
Thank you. Well, you can find me on all the major social media platforms and on the web at Tapping with Dr. Gigi. You can go to my website. I provide EFT sessions, Roxiva sessions that use light and sound technology to really not only change your brainwave state, but to lock in, some new beliefs. It's a very transformational process. If you're moving in a certain direction in life and you really want to undo that, this will, using EFT and Roxivia together is a great way to change the trajectory of your life pretty quickly. I'd also like to share that we are offering $197 landing page specials. And so if it's time right now for you to start sharing your gifts and talents, then you need an online presence. And a landing page is a great way to do that. It's a great way to identify some quick offers, allow your customer base to see them and buy them from you. And so for 197, you can get your online presence. And I think it's a great deal. So many of us think, oh, technology is expensive. And then you end up spending 10, 20, 30 hours trying to create your own website. And oftentimes people don't get anywhere, but sometimes people get something up, but it's not the best site. It might be difficult to navigate. There might be just a whole lot of issues associated with doing it yourself. But for 197, it's a great way to get up and running. And then I talked a little bit about my book, A Boundary Badass. It is a book that will help you say no without feeling guilty. And it's available for free. Just click on the link below, and I would love to share that with you.
Thank you.
Yes, yes, yes. So I think, we've done a lot of talking. I'd like to close with a nice reflection. So let's all just take a deep breath right here. Place a hand over your heart and one on your belly, and let yourself feel the truth be beneath every word we have shared today. You are no longer the child who had to earn love. You are no longer the person who had to prove their worth. You are no longer the one who had to shrink, hustle, or pretend to be safe. You are becoming someone new, someone grounded, someone certain, someone worthy of overflow, not because of what you do, but because of who you are. Remember, your nervous system is your home. Your breath is your boundary. Your worthiness is your wealth. So as you leave this space today, walk with this knowing you are rewriting the blueprint your family handed you. You are healing generations forward and backward. And most of all, you are here to rise. It is safe to rise. Breathe into that truth. Let it settle. Let it expand. And let it become your new normal. Now let's just take a nice inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth with an audible sigh, and you can open your eyes.
That was great. Thank you so much.
Yes. So just walk in courage, anchor in your worthiness, and live in your divine certainty. Amen
Ashe.
and ashe. We'll see you next week.
Love.